How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Seattle Mariners franchise, and we're going to kind of take this series in a different direction. While I love playing every single game, I clearly don't have time for that anymore, unfortunately. So we got to get a little creative with how we do things, and we're just going to play one Sim 10 to kind of move things along. So now we've got a series against the Miami Marlins. And then we welcome the Angels to town, and we take game 1 2-1, and we take game 2 2-1. So offense a bit sluggish to start out. Looking at our scouting, Jerry Lawrence, the second baseman from Illinois, he might have elite, above average, well above average speed and vision and discipline. So he wouldn't be bad. He could be a solid number 3 pick at 20 years old. And then we also looked at Bernardo Guerrero, but we'll finish these guys out and just see what happens. We end up losing game 3 2-1. And again, okay, how often is that where every score for 4 straight games is a 2-1 score? So that's interesting. We end up losing the second game to the Angels. Luis Castillo is on the mound there, and as you can see, 2 earned runs, but 6 given up, so the defense kind of not helping him out, but Emerson Hancock gave up a few runs as well. Alright, moving out to Texas, we take game 1 3-0. Logan Gilbert continues his dominance on the mound as he is a perfect 5-0 to start the season. 6 innings, 3 hits, great pitching from Logan Gilbert. And we will lose game 2 as we get shut out 4-0, courtesy of Jack Leiter. So that's fun. Alright, so there you guys see, we're done with Jerry Lawrence. He's projected to go 8th on the MLB board, 6th on our board. He could be anywhere from an 82 to a 94 overall. Contact is going to be average to above average. Power, a little bit below average. Fielding, average. And decent speed with vision and discipline, so I like that. Guerrero, on the other hand, is a switch hitter who's going to have already elite contact out the gate, but I don't know if he's going to be somebody who is going to develop into, if he is a low ceiling kind of guy. That's what it seems like. So for scouting, what I am looking for specifically in position players as I start to kind of look around is projected above average contact ratings as well as vision and discipline. That's what I'm looking for, and so that's who I'm going to scout right off the bat. We've got the number 3rd overall pick, 34-53, so we're going to look at some of these catchers here who kind of all are clumped together. But as you can see, none of them really fit the mold of what I'm looking for. Tony Clark is someone we're going to scout because he does kind of fit that mold, and he also might have elite arm strength as well. Nothing necessarily when you need a catcher. We do have Cal Raleigh, but hey, it's right in line of where our second pick is going to be. So we might as well just take a look. We take game 1 in Sacramento, 13-7, and that's where we're going to pick things up here in game 2. I'm going to call them the Oakland A's. I think I said that in the first video of this series. That's just who they are to me. They're nothing, just the Athletics. But anyways, the Athletics are doing quite well here as they sit 21-15 as we are 19-15. Luis Castillo had a good game against the Angels despite the defense. Cal Raleigh struggling. J.P. Sears is a guy for Oakland who has done really well. We'll get to him in a little bit. Shane Langeliers has a 10-game hitting streak, as well as hitting .419 in those 10 games. Rafael Devers continues to struggle, even though he shines. Him and both Brent Rooker had wonderful games last night. Around the league, Royals win in extra innings versus the White Sox. Cole Reagan's case 10. Tatis Jr. collects 5 RBIs, and the Padres win over the Yankees. And there you guys see Mariners bullpen looking strong. And Shane Langeliers, someone that we will be keeping a close eye on. Love me some Langies. And he is doing extremely well. This whole middle of the A's lineup is hitting really well, from Rooker, Langeliers, Soderstrom, and, of course, our old pal Randy Arozarena. We traded him for Lawrence Butler 1-for-1. And so far, the A's are winning that one. Lawrence Butler has not been as advertised. In fact, he has struggled mightily. But a pitcher who has not struggled mightily is J.P. Sears. There you see, 7 starts, 4-3 record. But that doesn't really tell the whole story. That .99 whip sure does, though. ERA at around 2. So some things to know about J.P. Sears. He pitched, he has a complete game shutout under his belt against the White Sox at home. And he also pitched well against a much better team, the Padres, going 8, giving up 2 runs in that A's win. He averages around, 6 innings a start in his first 7 starts of the year, going no less than 5 in each of his starts. So he is doing well, and he is deserving of that second spot in the A's rotation. Now, Julio is going to reach base here. Cal Raleigh is up next.
0-1's the count.
So Rodriguez is on. Not Rodriguez. Dylan Moore is on, actually.
Nope, that's inside.
Raleigh takes a ball. He's really struggling. I cannot for the life of me remember who bats after Julio. Versus, J.D. Martinez, actually. So, Martinez batting cleanup versus lefties. He's been doing quite well in his last 10 games, hitting like 270 something. OBP is over 300. I want to say like 333. He's doing amazingly well after that slow start when we picked him up in free agency at that Red Series. Cal Raleigh going down on strikes. What this team does is strike out a ton, and the Mariners threaten but can't do anything in the first. Now, something to know about this Mariners team, and I'm sure you guys know if you've watched any of these videos, or if you just paid attention to the scores of the past 10 games, but this team doesn't score runs. They are 15th in the American League, so bottom of the American League in runs scored, and 29th in the whole realm of Major League Baseball. The only team who scored less runs than the Mariners are the Colorado Rockies. So, not great. Not great at all. A's are 10th in runs scored, by the way. So, A's are having a phenomenal start to their season. We saw what they could do when they came to Seattle to start the season, as we split those 2 games, and now they're looking to get back on track as they have gone 7-3 in their past 10. And I say back on track by evening up this series. So, Max Schumann has been kind of struggling a little bit in his last 10. He's hoping to turn things around. And there's a strike from Luis Castillo. 2-1. Ground ball to Polanco. So Schumann's struggles will continue. And that brings up Brent Rooker here, batting third. Here you see this A's lineup. Like I said, Rooker through Rosarena is red hot. They have 46 home runs this season, good for 4th in the AL. Soderstrom is 3rd in the American League with 11, but Jorge Polanco still, even though he has only had 1 home run in his past 10 games, he still leads the American League in home runs. I surely thought that would not be true anymore, but it still is somehow. So, just some stats here, for you to just be thinking about while you watch.
Oh, that's down.
1-1 to Brent Rooker. Pitch from Castillo. Nice slider. Gets into swing and miss. Down 1-2.
2 strikes. 3.
Got him, strike 3. Fastball on the outer corner of the zone. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Castillo. No score through 1 here in Sacramento. Lawrence Butler, like I said earlier, really been struggling since joining the Mariners, and he goes down swinging as he heads back to, I would say, his former home, but they really haven't been playing in Sacramento for that long, and we traded for him like in week 2 of the season, so his former team. We'll just leave it at that. Victor Robles swings at hit the first pitch he sees and lines it down the right field line, and that will be a 1-out base hit. Robles always a threat to steal. So the A's got to be wary about that. And in fact, he does steal as Devers strikes out. And J.P. Crawford goes the other way, hits that one down the third base line. Robles will score, and the Mariners, I should say, not the A's. The Mariners take a 1-0 lead here off the bat of J.P. Crawford. Here's Shea Langoliers climbing in for his first at-bat as a 10-game hitting streak. He's hoping to extend. First pitch from Castillo is a strike at the knees. The 0-1. Quickly down 0-2. Nice slider. Similar pitch that got Rooker biting. And Luis Castillo can go anywhere, but that's a slider that's in a similar spot. Just misses the zone. 1-2. Working him away as that borderline fastball misses. Castillo can't believe it. It's got some words for the home plate umpire. We'll do it again. 2-2. Fouled off. Working Langoliers away, which is fine. He can hit those, inside fastballs, inside pitches quite well, turn on them. But he's also turning on these away pitches too. If he could just fix his timing a little bit and adjust, he might be able to pull something or push something the other way. So from an 0-2 count to a 3-2 count. Big pitch here. Langoliers takes the sinker way outside. Bad miss by Castillo. And the A's have a base runner. Here is Tyler Soderstrom. He's had a hot bat here. And he is going to crush that first pitch into right field, and we can just watch it fly into the berm and over the bullpen. Soderstrom gives the A's a 2-1 lead, and there's his 11th home run of the year. I kind of spoiled it earlier, but regardless, he moves into the second spot in the AL for home runs, 2 behind Polanco, and the A's take a 2-1 lead. May in Sacramento. I don't know. Does it get cold in Sacramento in May? That just always blows my mind that MLB The Show team just loves to put people in jackets. Here's our old pal Randy Arozarena hitting .250 in his last 10 games with the A's.
Nope, outside.
Another slider that's borderline that gets called the ball. 1-1. Hit hard to Polanco. Fields it, spins, throws, and he's out. 2-1 A's now as we go to the third. 1 out for Julio. He flew out his first time up. This time he's going to get it over the right fielder Rooker's head and off the wall with a 1-out double for Julio as the Mariners look to tie this ball game back up. JD Martinez 1 for 1. Goes the other way, and that's going to be a base hit. Here comes the throw home. Julio's got some speed. The play at the plate's a little offline. And it's a tie ball game. 2-2. Schumann, can't say his name, gets a base hit. So maybe he is going to find his way out of that slump here with 1 on, 1 out. 10 pitches for Brett Rooker, and he is going to draw a walk. So that's another thing that's been interesting to watch so far is the A's have worked full counts. They've made Castillo throw a lot of pitches, and you were in a dangerous part of this Oakland lineup. Langoliers drew a walk his first time up. He has 2 on with 1 man out. Inside fastball is good for a strike. Slider just gets a piece. Remember, he got behind 0-2, but was able to work the walk his first time up. Fouled off.
Ball 1. 3.
And with the slider. Big second out of the inning. But Soderstrom is someone who can hurt you and has hurt us. We'll see if Castillo can work out of the jam with the game where it is, leaving it tied. But Soderstrom fouls off the first pitch. 69th pitch of the night is popped up. Nice. Behind second base, Polanco drifting out, throws up the glove. Easy peasy play, and we remain tied. A blessing for Castillo. On to the fourth. Sears has thrown 55 pitches, but he doesn't really necessarily have the stamina that Castillo has. Yes, he's gone pretty deep into ball games, but if he gets into hot water, who knows?
0-1.
Robles on first with the hit by pitch, and that's going to be down the line for Devers. Robles to third. He's going to try. Actually, he'll hold up at third. I thought maybe they'd send him, but they won't, as the throw gets in quickly. 6th double on the year for Raffy, as he's hoping to maybe turn his season around. We really could use it, because boy is he struggling. And like I said, if Sears gets into trouble, they might just pull the plug, and that is exactly what the A's manager is going to come out and do. So, shortest start of the year by far for JP. Can't even get out of the 4th, just 3 1/3 innings pitched. And then we'll turn it over to JT Jin. JP versus JT. We had a JP battle earlier, and Crawford got the best of him, driving in a run. There's a strike. Just 5 RBIs on the year for JP. But he could make it 7 with a base hit, possibly. At least 6. Sinker in the dirt somehow gets a piece. I don't even know how. And fouls it off 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside, lays off. A's got double-barreled action in their bullpen. I'm kind of surprised they took Sears out. But hey, I'm not the A's, so. Crawford gets a piece, fouls it over the A's dugout to stay alive. Swing and a miss. That'll score 1 though. So hey, whatever works, I guess. And it's 3-2 Mariners. That's kind of an ugly way to score a run, but I mean, whatever, we'll take it. Hit to third, and that will end the inning, but the Mariners take the lead, albeit they do it in the most Mariner way possible. And it's 3-2. 4-2 now as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Langolier still trying to get on base to extend that hitting streak.
0-1's the count.
Takes a strike, 0-1. The 95th pitch is hit hard down the right field line. And I was trying to make the catch, but it wouldn't let me. So whatever, he gets some more life here. 0-2.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. Really trying to get him to bite that slider down and away. It's kind of worked, but it's also gotten Castillo into trouble.
3.
Instead, he challenges him with a fastball, and he gets him to swing and miss. 1 for 2. Or 0 for 2, I should say, for Langoliers. Soderstrom had a 2-run homer in the 2nd. A's have been quiet since. Soderstrom takes a fastball on the outside.
0-1.
Strike 1. 292 on the year for Soderstrom. Pitch number 99 from Castillo is hit to right field. This time Robles has a play. Roams over, makes the grab. 2 outs. Defense helping out Castillo, but here's Randy Arozarena. He takes a strike. That was pitch number 100 through 5 2/3 for Luis. Fouled off, 0-2. Tried to get in a bite with the high fastball, or Arozarena did, but he got a piece to stay alive. Got him, strike 3. Beautifully placed breaking ball down at the knees, and that's 6 innings of 2-run ball for Castillo. I don't know why I wanted to say shutout innings, because that is not what that is. We go to the 7th. Now, usually I don't like to really care to show when the bullpen arms come in, because who really cares? But Grant Holman, never heard of this guy. At first I thought it was Grant Holmes, but man, he, along with the rest of the A's pitching staff tonight, really put on a clinic. Got Dylan Moore to chase a nasty ball in the dirt. Of course, as y'all may know, Dylan Moore plays first against lefties. I kept him in just because. Julio makes quick work of Rodriguez. 3 fastballs, 3 strikes, and that one down the middle. JD Martinez chases a pitch in the dirt. And Holman makes quick work of the Mariners in the 7th. It was ugly. But hey, pretty good, pretty much as perfect of an inning as you can get for a reliever. So, it was a highlight for him. So I put it in. Andres Munoz coming in the 9th to close it out. Langoliers hoping to get his hitting streak extended to 11 games. Instead, he's down a strike. Gets a piece of the slider to foul it off. 0-2. Got him, strike 3. Chases the high heat, and there goes that 10-game hit streak for Langoliers. 1 out in the 9th as the Mariners try to hang on to this 4-2 lead. Soderstrom is the only offense for the A's. He takes a strike.
0-1.
Fouls it off again. Similar situation to what Langoliers just did. Let's see if we can get him on a similar pitch called strike 3. 3 up. Not 3 up, but 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And we are close to making, actually, some history. Let's see if we can do it. Randy Rosarena stands in our way. Fouls it off for strike 0-1. Pitch number 8 in the inning is a strike. Slider way up there, but he gets the call. Got him, strike 3 as he dots the corner with the slider. Upper, outside corner, and now the lower outside corner, and I have done something that I don't think I have ever done in an MLB The Show game, and that is throw an immaculate inning. Andres Munoz slams the door shut for the Mariners while throwing an immaculate inning against the heart of the A's lineup. That's huge, because now we pull a little bit closer to the division. So that's pretty cool. A nice little milestone moment for me. So we take this game against the A's, and we will see how we fare the rest of this series against Sacramento. But yeah, guys, pretty cool stuff. So make sure to keep tuning in as we truck on through this Mariners series. And if you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as I post videos as often as I can. Take care, and I will catch you guys next time.